Time to put down your virtual reality headset and check out SwingNation episode 72 for April 12th, 2016. Ah!
SwingNation, people grooving together.
We all know the Lindy Hop community is full of intelligent, awesome people. Dr. Dorry Segev is one of those Lindy Hoppers. Dr. Segev at the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine performed 2 landmark surgeries, transplanting the organs of an HIV-positive donor into 2 other HIV-positive receivers. Now, this is a big deal because of the overall shortage of organs available for transplants and the fact that thousands of HIV-infected patients who need transplants are on waiting lists. Hopeful recipients suffer a high risk of dying while waiting for donors because of a law created in 1988 that made it illegal for people infected with HIV to become donors. Now, in the 1980s, this made sense because HIV/AIDS was a deadly disease. But by the 1990s, better treatment allowed people with HIV to live a lot longer than they used to. And that also meant that a lot more of them needed organ transplants. In November of 2013, President Obama revised the 1980s legal ban on such transplants in the United States with bipartisan support.
It was a 6-year mission, to show the need, show the impact, write the bill, get the bill passed, bring it back here, set up the policies, set up the safety protocols and things like that, and then actually do it.
Now, transplant candidates can use a compatible organ from an HIV-infected donor or opt to wait for an HIV-negative organ if they prefer. By the way, we mentioned Dorry Segev and his mathematician Lindy hopping wife, Summer Gentry, on SwingNation's a few seasons back because they developed a greatly improved method for matching organ donors with receivers. All this may seem impressive, but I think I'm onto something in my own research. Now, apply anesthesia. Okay, let's operate.
Dad. Dad.
Success! We did it!
Are you supposed to use these?
Silence! I'm doing science. Speaking of awesome Lindy Hoppers, do you remember what it felt like to be a beginner dancer? Emei Burell does. She even wrote a webcomic about it that you can find at medium.com. It's called Lindynoob, Thoughts on Being a Beginner Dancer. It's hosted by the Panel and Frame Web Quarterly and contains over 30 colorful panels of experiences and thoughts from the Lindynoob herself, including this mention of the Shim Sham.
There are times when I have no f***ing clue what the hell I'm doing. Like the first time I encountered the Shim Sham, a dance routine that apparently everyone knows.
This guy right here feels your pain, noob. Back when I was a beginner dancer, I was picked to be in the front of a Shim Sham line for a PBS television documentary. That is until they discovered I didn't know a damn thing about the Shim Sham. So they quickly put me way in the back. You can almost see me back there. It's a great expression of love for the dance, and you can check out more cool user-created comics at the Panel and Frame website. Finally, in more recent events, Korea's own Camp SwingIt, you know, the good Korea, is celebrating its 8th year. This is one of Korea's largest Lindy Hop events featuring competitions, workshops, yoga classes, vintage fashion, and social parties all weekend. International instructors include Sky and Frida, Max and Katya, Peter and Naomi, Todd and Ramona, Andy and Nina, William and Mava, and Mikey Pedrosa, and a host of other Korean-based teachers. This year, CSI also stepped up their game and had Camp SwingIt Live, where they did a YouTube broadcast of the weekend's highlights. Check out all the excitement via tons of uploaded videos on their YouTube channel. That's it for this edition of SwingNation. If you hated this, you know which button to press. But if you loved it and you want to see more, throw us a like, or even better yet, subscribe to the channel to get all the new stuff delivered right to you. And I also want to thank all the patrons on our Patreon channel for making this possible. You guys are getting exclusive access to this show right now, but we'll release it to everybody else later. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and always keep swinging out.
Hey, what the devil are you talking about?
Yehoodi.
Darling, righteous.
Yehoodi. Yehoodi.